I just bought Tractor Supply's cheapest UTV. It's the Bighorn 550. It's got the electronic fuel injection, the power steering. It's got, I upgraded to the camo pattern. So I don't, I saw a bunch of videos on it with Tony's Tractor Adventure, Joe the Farmer. You know, they're buddies of mine, and I watched their videos of this. I talked to them a little bit about it before we bought it. And so we're just going, this is the decision we made. I still have the Polaris 570. It's a 4-seater. That buggy will stay with us for a while. And but what trips me out is this machine cost just a little more brand new than what I paid for that Polaris. How long have I had that Polaris? 2 years? And I bought that and it was already 5 or 6 years old. So does that make sense, what I'm trying to say? Anyway, a used Polaris was almost as expensive. An older used Polaris 570 was almost as expensive as this brand new 2025 side by side from Bighorn. Now, it is made in China, but everything else is in America, right? The design, the engineering, the assembly, all that stuff is out of it's either Georgia or Tennessee, I can't remember, but it is made in China. And that's, you know, I guess that's why they can keep the cost down or something. This is pre-tariff prices, by the way. So I don't know what the prices are going to do once the tariffs, or if tariff kicks in. But let's take a look at it. We just brought it home yesterday. And I will tell you, the number one complaint that I've seen, I've looked at a ton of videos. The number one complaint that I heard about these machines were that they are loud inside. And that is a legit complaint, all right? They are loud inside, but we're going to be doing things to try to solve that problem in future videos. But that is definitely a concern. Let's look at the inside of it, the outside of it. Let's talk over it. Let's walk around it. And let's see if I made the right decision or not. It does come with a winch. This is the suspension that it has. It's got some protection here. This is the underside here. LED lights. I did get the cab. It's heated. The doors are solid. The windows track easy. So that's good. It has vents in the window here. Allows for some airflow. Just screw them down, open them up there. Has a I think that's removable. Is that removable? I wonder if the top is removable. I have to take, I mean, everything's removable, but you take the bolts off, right? Speakers, rear view mirror. Look, it's still got the plastic on the, still has the plastic protection on the mirror there. I did take the plastic protection off the screen. A bench seat, you can put 3 people in there. It's a 2-seater, but you could put 3 people in it, pretty comfortable. Come with the owner's manual here. It did not come with a full tank of gas. That's what the inside door looks like. Let's see. Door closes good, nice and sturdy. The bed, I didn't even try to tilt the bed, but this is what the underside looks like. Adjustable shocks. That's all right there. It does, and let me tell you something, this thing got a backup camera. I couldn't believe it. So you can access the dump bed, and this is just a manual dump bed. But you can access it pretty easy. Mirrors. Let's look at the inside. I'll close this door. This is a tick cold. So we'll crank this bad boy up. Got your RPMs on the outside of the dash. Looks like you got some things to switch. Oh, that's a brightness, it looks like. The time on the engine hours, the miles, your battery level, your fuel gauge, temperature gauge, your range selector. You got a reverse. Oh, you got range selector, neutral here, and reverse here and here. That's pretty cool. You got your headlights and brights. That shows up on the display here. You got your heater. For you northern guys, you guys are concerned about that. Well, I'll use it 2 weeks out of the year, Turn signals. Your winch in and out here. I think they make an aftermarket remote winch access. Horn works. Hazards. Your diff lock, it shows up here. Then your axle selections: 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, so forth. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive lock, and then your display. This thing right here is insane. Let me see if I can turn this thing around and get it out of the sun here and get you a better shot of the. Can y'all see that? Does that work? Let's see. That's still the glare on it. Let me see if I can turn it around and get the glare off of it. Does that help? Let's see. No. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get that glare off of it. But it has a clock, a radio, USB device, Bluetooth music, Android Auto, CarPlay, Apple CarPlay, and then your settings button. Turn your screen on and off. Hit your power button here. Home button, take you to this. Your music, your volume level, plus or minus here. And then it has, oh, no, I need that back on. Go back to home. Check this out right here. You go into, that is cool, man. Can you imagine a side-by-side with a rear view camera? To me, that's just insane. Let me set this parking brake on. Let's see how loud the machine is just sitting still. All right. Like 94. So in the 90s for the decibel meter. Looked like it said max 98.7. So that's the sitting here idling. What was the decibels to sitting here idling? 70. It's like 77. It's like average 78 for just sitting here idling. All right. Adjustable mirror here. Transport. You got to secure the roof panel. Do not transport over 55 miles an hour without straps to secure the roof. Alright, let's take a look at some other things. Doors are very nice for the doors. So the company's actually been in business for 27 years, according to their website. They're in Georgia. I think I mentioned if it was either Tennessee or Georgia earlier. They're in Georgia is where they work their magic from. But anyway, it is a full-size UTV, and it's wider than most 500 series there. So you can see how this just a tick wider than the most of them. If you're going to want this camo pattern, it runs a little extra than just a standard pattern, or just I think you can get them like red or black, and then camo. Camo is extra $200 option. I mean, you got to look good in camo. You know what I'm saying? Come on, driver. I don't want to get into all the specs on it and stuff, but you can put in about, you can put in a tick over 500 pounds, like 550 pounds in the bed, and you can tow like 1,200 pounds with it. And those are some of the things that I was interested in, is like, how much can I put in the back and what can I tow with it? Because sometimes we're moving trailers. Sometimes, you know, we're always putting stuff in the bed. If you're a homeowner or a small landowner, or if you're going to use this to maybe put around an event of some sort. Maybe you go to a lot of car shows. Maybe you go to a lot of races. Maybe you go to a lot of swap meets or whatever, auctions, and you're allowed to take a UTV in those type events. You know, maybe you put chairs in there, or cooler or something like that. You know, this one right here is going to be able to help you out with that. But one thing I did not like about the Polaris that is really a big driving factor for this is, one, I needed a windshield, and you know, we got the whole cab option in this. And then two, I wanted power steering. Man, that Polaris, it's a nice buggy, but daggone, man, it just don't turn at all. You got to put that Armstrong steering in it. Come on, driver, you know what I'm saying? It is rough. Well, this power steering here, nice. All right, so those are just some of the specs on it. I do think we'll get a lot of use on it, but I have some goals for this machine, and I have some goals for myself and for this channel. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and we can't do that without your help. So if you like videos about tractors and tractor work, and this will be an integral part of that type video stuff. There won't be a lot of dedicated videos on this. I'm only making this dedicated video because it's a new product for us, right? It's a new addition to the farm. It's a new tool. But we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a huge goal, but we can't do it without your help. Subscribing is free. Please help us get to our goal. A lot of you have goals that you've made for 2025. That's one of our goals. So please hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. All right, the Bighorn 550 with the camo pattern, it's going to serve us well, I think. I'm really excited to see what we can do with it. Tractor Supply has them. I'm not sure what other dealers have them. They're probably a dealer network out there. That would be my assumption. But again, I really do think that we're going to get a lot of good use out of it. It's going to be nice to have here on the farm. And I just really think that, you know, it's going to be fun. I'm glad we got the upgrade. I'm glad we got the cab, because like right now I've got my hoodie on and I'm freezing. What's the temperature today? Let's see. It's currently 41 degrees. Now, it's cold in Florida. So just having that heater turned on, that would be nice. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to learn all the Bluetooth stuff, all the settings that it has on the dash, configure it the way I want to. But man, I'm just so excited about it. I wanted to show you guys what it was like right off the bat. It's a really, really good looking side by side. And I can't wait to really put it to use. It's going to have some scratches, dents, and dings on it before too long. But anyway, hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Take care. God bless you guys.